Hello and welcome to Rick's Picks. As you can see, we are about to start a Hour of Devastation Amonkhet draft here. It's the new set that is on Magic Online, that's Hour of Devastation. I have only played one of these so far. I got incredibly lucky. I won it, so let's hope it happens again. My the deck that I did on my first draft, it was a white red deck that focused on interactions with Exert and also in deserts, which seems to be a very powerful sub-theme in this set here. So let's see what we open this time. Alright, here we go. Okay, well, so I think the best card here for us is going to be the Phantom Cavu, Sand Strangler. I didn't have this guy in my prior desert-based deck, but you know deserts are very powerful from what I can see so far. And this guy may be one of the best Desert Matters payoff cards in the set. There's this guy on as a rare, which is an okay card, I think. I mean, I guess you get to cycle your deserts and then you get to play them. But you know, I do think it compares in power level to the Sand Strangler. Other than that, we have a bunch of stuff here. This seems fine. This guy is okay, I guess. Seems fine as well. I mean, a few nice cards. This seems okay too. A few nice cards, but none of them bombs. And I guess this thing comes close to being a bomb. Alright. Another easy pick here for me, I guess, and that's the Puncturing Blow premium common removal spell. There are a bunch of double colored uncommons that are pretty good. The Hoopo is fine, the Spider is pretty good too. The Demon, this is an interesting card. I, would play it, I guess, in the right deck. But it's not a big slam dunk because, you have to sacrifice a creature on your upkeep. Otherwise, you tap this guy. But the fact that they tap this guy and not sacrifice it, it's fine, right? You get to choose. Yeah, it's a card that gives you options. But I still think the Puncturing Blow seems to be the best card here by a fair amount, especially since we did first pick a red card already. Alright. Rivulet, an Hour of Promise. Okay, this is interesting. Dauntless Haven is a card that really impressed me in a deck full of Exert guys. And I do like red-white, so that's probably what I'm going to take. There's a blue desert, there's this guy which is okay, I guess. Gift of Strength, Life Goes On. Unsummoned seems fine. Alright, I guess we are officially trying to go white-red Exert. Ooh. This guy seems okay, I guess. But then again, there's this guy, which seems pretty good too. Solitary Camel is a card that also has impressed me. It's a very nice card because Lifelink is super easy to trigger because, deserts. Blood of Blades, the Archer. What does this guy do? Afflict 2. Yeah, I still think the Avenger is probably better for me here. It's an Exert card. There are a bunch of Exert Matters cards in this format and in these colors, so it's probably it. Alright, there's an Oasis, there's a Vizier. Vizier seems okay, I guess. Tragic Lesson, Strategic Planning. There's a Stalwart too. I guess you can take the Flyer. I mean, it's a big flyer. those are always useful. Of course, this guy does not have cycling, which would make him much better, but you know, can't have it all. All right. What does this thing do? Yeah, not much. You have to have one of the deserts that lets you sacrifice deserts in order for this card to work. We could take a Devastator. We could take a Granitic Titan. I'm honestly not sure which of those is better. There's a Moloch too, but I don't think this is going to be much of a prowess deck. Although, you know, first strike is always fine. I guess I'm going to take the cycling guy. I'm not sure how good it is. Ooh, look at that. There's a leave the chance, which is not that insane, but that's a desert. I like that. Blur of Blades, Camera Scrapper. It's a fine exert guy. But I guess I'm gonna take the desert here over the scrapper, and that's because one of the best cards that I have so far requires deserts. So I need to start prioritizing taking those, otherwise I will end up with not many of them. Yeah, let's take the ruins. Here we got nothing, so might as well take another desert. This one I'm not even sure if I'm going to play. But let's take it nevertheless. Right, we have a crash through, which seems okay, I guess. There's a Moloch. Yeah, taking the Moloch. I mean, first strike is a powerful mechanic in limited. Alright, Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs. This card has also impressed me. I played against it, and it's a very nice defensive body in this format, it seems. And the pinging can really add up. I'm not sure if I'm going to play it because my deck is more on the aggressive side, so I'm not sure if I want to wall, but it's nice to keep that in mind. Alright, there's a Rivulet, Vibrant Archer. Sure, stick an Archer, why not? Not sure if I'm gonna play it because uh, it doesn't really combo with any of the themes that I want to try here, which are Exert and Deserts. But you know, it's an early drop that can attack for a bunch and then can help you close out the game dealing those last few points of damage. Even though so far I only have one on creature. There's a puncturing blow, but you know, we shall see. Alright, another one. Sure. So yeah, I like the Sand Strangler, but other than that, this spec wasn't that good. I guess I like the puncturing blow. This spell shaper here. I guess I'd rather hate a strategic planning and a life goes on. Okay. So pack one was, you know, reasonable, I guess. I'm not thrilled about it, but I'm not necessarily disappointed either. I have a bunch of fine cards, and one card that might just be insane. That's the Sand Strangler. So let me pause here for a second. I'll be right back. Alright, and here we are. And what we got here is a Torment of Hailfire. Torment of Hailfire seems like a pretty good card. A card that I would be okay with first picking if this was pack 1. But it's not. So we might want to pick something else here. I don't really want to first pick a Desert of the True, but hopefully that makes it back for me. That'll be okay. I think I'm gonna first pick actually a Farm to Market, because you know, we don't even need to cast Market for this card to be good. Farm by itself is pretty amazing. It lets us attack into blockers and then just kill whatever blocker they have. And the fact that we have a survivor's encampment means that we will be able to, sometimes just play the aftermath card here. So yeah, I think there's a camera scrapper which I like as well, but I think I'm gonna take the removal spell here. Oh, Jeru. Not taking Jeru, but what we are going to take here is a Desert's Hole, which is a very, very, very good card. There's a Vizier of the True. I had two of those in my deck in the last draft, and they really overperformed. They were really good. There's a desert that I really want, but I'm not taking it over a Desert's Hole. So, alright, another Oketra's Avenger is fine. Another Dauntless Haven. Do I want that guy? I think I do, but I would just prefer to take the super aggressive Exert card here. Alright, now I wish I had taken the other one. But, that's fine. Let's take a third Oketra's Avenger. We really need to prioritize deserts here. There's a green desert, which is not what we're looking for. There's an act of heroism, which is a fine one. Sandblast, which is okay as well. It's a worse farm to market, but it is okay. We don't really want the camera. I guess Sandblast is going to be our pick here. So hope we get more deserts here, because we could use some. Alright, another Ramonep Ruins. There's a Angel of the God Pharaoh. There's another Apocalypse Demon. But I guess I will just go ahead and take the Ruins here. Would rather get some cycling ones. There's a Lethal Sting, which is a very good card too. But I guess we have a nice shell here that we need to make work. So let's invest in a desert here. Okay. I guess for us here, what does this thing do? Oh, okay. I guess for us here, the best card will be a Steadfast Sentinel, which is a pretty okay card, I would say. This is a nice card too. Anyway, let's get the Sentinel. This is gonna be our last pack before we start getting stuff back here. And there are a few things I would like to get back, but I'm not sure if I am going to get them. Namely, the deserts. Ooh, okay. Now we get another Desert Matters card that I really like. That's a Gilded Sirdan. It really overperformed for me in the previous draft. Another encampment, which I would take if this guy wasn't here, but it is, so let's hope we start getting some deserts back here. Alright, no deserts, but we do get a Steadfast Sentinel number 2, which we can use. It's a fine card. Here we got a Jeru, which we can take, but we won't play it. I mean, a 5 mana 4/3 Vigilance with no abilities is, not the worst, but I think we can do better. Either way, we're taking it. Who knows, maybe we will open something like a Gideon of the Tribes. And then we can main deck Jeru to go look for Gideon. Alright, seems we're not going to get anything else out of these packs. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the Graven Abomination. I guess another card that I would like to get back here was the uncommon 3/2 white guy. The one that taps a creature whenever you exert something. That would be pretty good. But I don't think we are getting it back. Alright. Claim to fame. Is it any good? I'm not sure. But we can take it. I mean, if we want to splash for black for some reason, we can use that thing. Let's take this thing here. Alright, Jero's Renunciation is not the worst. Could even main deck it if I need to. Alright, so the bad news is we only have 3 deserts and we don't have any of the cycling deserts. But I guess there are a few deserts in Amonkhet too. They're mostly not as good as the ones from Hour of Devastation. But they could be playable in the right circumstance. We shall see soon enough here. Well, what do you know? We did get a a Planeswalker, and that's a Liliana, Death's Majesty. We're gonna be hard pressed to actually splash for it, but I'm gonna take it. I mean, it's an expensive card. The bad news is that there's a Ghost Walker, which is a card that we really want for our deck, but I guess Liliana helps me pay for this draft flat out, so maybe we could get greedy and just splash for it in some way, like if we get a few Evolving Wilds. Then we even have Jeru to go look for Liliana. That would be cool. Well, anyway, I'm taking her. Right. So here, I think I don't think there's much I want here. I gotta be honest, and Cartouche of Solidarity is a card that a lot of people like, but that's not the case for me. I guess I can take an Electrify. It's a removal spell, right? Better than a Tormenting Voice, I guess. Cartouche is a card that a lot of people love. So maybe there's an argument for taking it here. But I don't feel like we are that aggressive. I mean, we are aggressive, but this is a card for those all-in decks, and that's not our case, I don't think. Maybe it is, I don't know. Anyway, when in doubt, take the removal spell and be done with it. Right, here we can take an Electrify number 2. There's a Manicore, but I would rather get a removal spell here. Vizier of Remedies, Anointer Priest, Tormenting Voice. That's our other options, and none of them come close to the power level of Electrify, I don't think. Okay, well, there's another Electrify, but I feel like I need to start taking creatures such as the Taquo Elite, which, you know, is a great combo with cards like the Aven. So I'm okay taking it here. I don't think we have the one card that, the one combat trick, right, that gives +2/+2 and untaps the creature and allows it to block an additional creature this turn. But anyway, let's take the Elite here. Think that's okay. Alright, Tormenting Voice seems like the pick here. Tormenting Voice is a card that I like in this deck because, you know, you can get rid in the late game of extra lands, and you can also, in the early game, we can go look for deserts. So yeah, that's fine. Ooh, Crasher. That's a card that I really like. Alright. Captain is also pretty fine. And another Crasher. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, I guess at this point it's safe to say we're not playing Liliana Death's Majesty. Fling is also a great card for an aggressive deck. So yeah, I guess we're getting some fine stuff here. Let's take a second Tormenting Voice, I guess. There's not much else that we need from there. Here we can take a Manticore that I'm not sure if we're gonna play. We have a bunch of playables. We're gonna have to trim it up a bit here. Can start doing that actually. We have 27 cards because three of those are lands, so we don't count them. I guess we can take out one of the archers, maybe both of them. Although we do have a bunch of non-lands at this point, we can probably get rid of a Titan or a Manticore. I'm not sure. Yes, so Senna is fine. I guess Jero's Renunciation is a card that we could get rid of. I guess I'd rather have a Jero's Renunciation in my deck than a Granitic Titan. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get a rare here. Just because. Maybe a Sandblast. We could take that out. We do already have a similar card, a better card in a form of farm here. I have to take out 3 cards because I do want to play with 17 lands. We have a bunch of late drops. Yeah, maybe the Titan. I mean, Titan is fine and all, but I guess I'd rather have a Manticore. I'm not sure. So let's see. Let's put those lands here. So we have a Tormenting Voice, we have a Fling. I guess I'm not really fitting this guy, so we could take it out. Renunciation goes here. I guess the Moloch also isn't the best, I don't think. There's a Sandblast, there's a Desert's Hold. Yeah, we have a bunch of removal spells, even counting with the Sand Strangler. Yeah, I guess this is fine. I mean, sure seems like it. 14 creatures is a bit less than I would have liked. Maybe we can take out something here to bring in a Moloch. Yeah, I do like the Moloch, I think. I think I'm gonna take out the Sandblast though. The reason why I think that's okay is because, one, we have a bunch of removal spells. I would rather play a Jero's Renunciation than a Sandblast because that's a cycler that we can cycle in a time of need, and also it's more of a short-term card because it doesn't get rid of the threats permanently, but it can allow for an Alpha Strike, which is not the case with the Sandblast. I mean, it can allow for us to attack, but it won't make the damage go through right now like the Renunciation does. And also, like I said, I got a bunch of removal spells, and I think that the weakest link here is the Sandblast. I need a Tremendous Voice, I think. I mean, I don't need it, but I like it here. Fling is an excellent card to just close out the game, so I think that's okay. 15 creatures is a bit better for me. Sort by color here. So let's see, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 white symbols. I don't count this guy because it's 1 white and 1 red. So 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I guess it's going to be 9, 8 in favor of mountains. But we got to remember that we have those guys here. So let's see. Oh, he wants me to play an island, which is not going to happen. Anyway, what we can do is we can bring these 3 cards in, and we can take out 2 mountains and a plains. So this seems fine for me. Let's hope we do well and see you round 1.